Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I, of course, am Carl, and we are coming live from Berlin, Germany today. I know that I told you guys I would have you content while I was on my trip to Europe. So, without further ado, of course, I had to give you guys some additional content. Now, I wasn't necessarily planning on filming while I was here, but, I discovered something in the closet of my Airbnb. Now, me and my wife have been taking our time to relax and enjoy some well-deserved vacationing and relaxation. I've gotten some crazy cool stuff as well as seen some amazing things over here. But, you know, I am still a vac nut, so I, of course, had to peek into the closet of my Airbnb, and I found something, well, it's worth noting. Now, in other news, next week's video, I know that today it might be coming to you guys a little late. Now, I know it is about a little past 9 o'clock p.m. my time, so it's 1 o'clock currently, you guys' time, or at least 1 o'clock where I am back at home. So I'm about 8 hours ahead right at this time. So I'm actually getting ready to go to bed. And tomorrow, I go do a couple of things in the morning, and then I fly out to Paris, France. So this is my opportunity to do a little German vacuuming today. Don't know if I'm going to be able to bring more content from here, but hey, why not? I had the opportunity, so I went ahead and took it. Now, like I said, next week we will be getting back to another regularly filmed program that will be coming back from home. But without further ado, let's get on to our vacuum exposition for today. Because it just pretty much sums up where I'm at. So let's get to it. Well, everybody, so we have our first Miele on the channel. I know I used to pronounce it quite wrong. I believe I said Miele, Miele, Milo, but as I've been told, these are pronounced Miele. These are a primarily German-produced machine, and this one came straight from here. Now, in Germany, I believe these are called Staubsaugers. But these are quite an interesting machine. I know a lot of my watchers have asked me to make a Miele video. I honestly don't own one yet. I did have one in the past, but it was a kind of quick flip, so I didn't end up making it a piece of my collection. Ever since then, I have tried to find a few others, one being the Powerhouse upright that came up in like the early 2000s, I believe. But this is actually a current one. I know it's not perfect. It has been used. I'm guessing this is the commonly used product for this Airbnb. I know that it is also in kind of a weird position, but this was the best lighting. And currently, well, we have a all black floor rug. So it's kind of hard to see the black because it just blends right in. But what we're looking at is a Miele Classic C1 Flex. In this beautiful white color. I don't really know too much about the color names. I know they do have some, like I know they're red. I know they had like a salsa red and a few other cool colors like that. But this is a common canister now. They are still sold. I believe they're selling for about 190 euros here, which is kind of similar to how we have it in the US, conversion rates wise. Now, we do have these machines in the United States. They can still be acquired off of Amazon even. I believe they're brand new. They're like $350 or something US. But they are a really, really good machine. A lot of people love these going back many years. I know their design hasn't changed too much, at least physically. Like I probably said already, I'm not a huge Miele guy, so I don't know a ton about them. And granted, I didn't know a whole lot about this one either. So I did a little bit of research. Of course, I went on Miele's website and kind of looked around at some of them and was able to source that this is a brand new machine, as you can see in this ad. Now, in terms of features on this little machine, we do have a good amount of them. For instance, we do have multiple floor settings. Of course, you have rugs, you have your furniture, you have, of course, your drapery, carpeting, as well as your delicate stuff like that. And those are all great features because looking around at this particular Airbnb, you can probably see it up there and elsewhere, but there are a lot of drapes in here. I am on a ground floor Airbnb, and it is right in the heart of the city. So, well, without those, people can see right in. So I like my privacy, and I'm sure they like to keep those privacy options clean. So this gets used a lot. Of course, this also comes with a bag check indicator up here, which is always nifty because, well, sometimes we just need that little extra, here you go, in terms of usability per se. Now, being that this is a canister vacuum, of course, you do still have your on-off right here at the back, and then you have your cord rewind as well. So, as we pull this out, you can see here is our genuine German plug. Very cool, very different from what we have in the States. But once you are done using it, you simply hit that and the cord is back in its place. Now, German engineering-wise, these things are built tough. And I know a lot of people love them. And I gotta say, this one is pretty durable. I really like it too. Most of the time, these are a little bit higher priced. They're what's considered more of a premium vacuum cleaner, kind of like what Kirby's are. They're the ones you gotta go into a Miele store to pick up. Now, I know Dysons are kind of the same way, but hear me out, you know, Dysons are great. I have been to the land of Dysons in England, but you know, looking at quality, dollars to donuts, you know, Dysons are great, but they do lose their value quite a bit more than these Miele canisters do. Now, coming to the hose, I know I can't really show it too much just with my limited camera space here, but we do still have a suction relief valve up here. Now, this isn't the highest option Miele you could get, but you still got, of course, the extension one, so with this collar right here. But then you also got your nifty little floor tool that could switch, actually. So we'll switch it from floors to carpets. Switch it back for them. But that is nice because these floor tools, I mean, Hoover had some that were like this, but this is a very durable one, and I know that it is going to do really, really well. So let's get on to our run demo. Well, everybody, we've got the little Miele Classic C1 Flex all plugged in and ready to go. Now, of course, I know my camera angles are going to be a little bit different than my normal ones just because I am working with limited space here, but we have been in and out of this Airbnb several times and, of course, tracked in our share of dust and debris. And just because I want to save them a little work, let's do a run demo here and get this rug looking perfect again. So well, let's get to it. Well, this little Miele did a pretty good job and we got this rug looking fantastic. So I hope you all enjoyed our little run demo for today. Well, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed our little episode today on the Miele Classic C1 Flex. It is a really, really nice machine. They do very, very well. I have operated several of them over the years and, well, I've never been left wanting. They do a fantastic job. Of course, German quality is always very, very high up there in terms of vacuum cleaners, and this one is no different. Of course, if I had the opportunity, I would love to bring something like this home, but I have another surprise coming. So I hope you all enjoyed our little video. Of course, like I said, I am in Berlin, Germany. I head to Paris, France tomorrow, followed by Italy and a few places there. And then I come back to the States. But for now, I still have some time to relax, vacation a little bit, but I did want to make sure that I got you guys some content today. So I hope you enjoyed our little Germany special. But you guys all have a fantastic rest of your weekend, as well as a great next week. We will have another fantastic episode coming up next Sunday, as well as further content from there. So you guys all have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your day, y'all.